Hi, everybody. Well, you wanted a haircut and you got it. So now you're going to have to deal with it until it grows back. Today, per your request, once again, we're going to take a reprieve from discussing films from 1983 and turn our lens to a current theatrical release. In this case, the movie version of the 60s television show Get Smart. This incarnation stars Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway. And our stars for the day are Steve Bates, a publicist from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and Marni Penning, an actor, and also one of the stars of Myriad Arts' short film, Uninvited. Now, Marni, your Facebook page made references to lines from Get Smart. So I'm assuming, does that mean it's a thumbs up for you?
Yes, it is a thumbs up for me. I went in with absolutely no expectations, and I had so much fun. I laughed and laughed. And
laughed and laughed and
laughed. I did, yeah. There were
a couple what?
What, was that thumbs down for you? Well, you know, what I really enjoyed about it, they took the show and sort of made their own thing with it, and I think Alan Arkin stole the movie.
I agree with that. Before we get to that, I want to talk to Steve over here.
Well, it's going to be boring because I feel this almost the same way. For summer movies, I have a rule. You know, it's the equivalent of a Rolling Stones song or a chocolate bar. It's just low expectations. I go in. If I had a good time and I enjoyed myself, I'm good.
I understand the Rolling Stones
Rolling
reference.
Stones. It's bubblegum music. It's nothing anything
Rolling
too
Stones?
deep. Well, maybe I'm a twisted guy, but you know, let's say the Beatles. How about that? Should we say that? A hair band from the 80s.
Okay,
give me
then let's
something.
go there. I mean,
Louie.
These are really Beatles and the Rolling Stones to me are a little deeper than that. I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, you're the music expert, but
well, you know,
I've always had a problem with this idea of the action comedy. Because I feel like that's such a weird blend. Because you know what? I have a hard time taking the action seriously if it's supposed to be funny, and almost vice versa. Huh. And Get Smart is the epitome of that to me.
It seemed like they were in real danger, even for comedic situations.
I did not feel. No? I did not at one point feel any sense. I mean, he dropped out of a plane at one point without a parachute, and somehow she rescues him, like in her own what? I mean, like I just didn't get it.
How? But it's just as improbable as maybe the Pierce Brosnan 007 movies. Where
I was no way defending.
You know, the guy's falling off the cliff,
007 movies,
and he's falling and falling and falling and falling and falling and. So I found the fight scenes to be really well done. I found the chase scene at the end to be very long.
Yeah,
it was very
to the
long.
point where I, suspend your disbelief. I had to put my disbelief back on because it's too long. I did want to say that I found the comedy funny. I found the action pleasant and enjoyable, and I didn't feel that conflict that it sounds like that.
But I mean, what about these action moments? The bumbling Inspector Gadget nest to it.
Yeah.
I mean, like those moments really bored me to tears.
Oh no! Really? My favorite scene actually in the show, you're probably gonna hate it, was with the little switchblade knife that had the harpoon in it. He tried to keep.
Oh God, that was driving me crazy.
Oh,
that made me uncomfortable because, especially when they did it really well when they showed going through the skin, and I was just
prosthetically yes, but I mean
no, that's what I meant.
In terms of narrative, I mean, so much time wasted. It's screen time is so precious, and he put it in 5 different places. Once is enough for that gag. Seriously, is it still funny? Still funny? 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then the harpoon has enough force to hit the eject button. I mean, but the weird thing is, there's other action moments in the film that are more plausible, that involve Anne Hathaway mostly. But even him, one moment he's bumbling, another moment he's actually kind of competent, and I appreciated those moments a lot more. But I mean, I feel like there was this schizophrenic quality to the film's tone. Yeah,
I think they had to do it.
Let's look at another example, and probably one of the reasons why maybe Get Smart doesn't resonate is in very recent years we had Austin Powers, which is more of a spoof of James Bond than even the original Get Smart series was, and in that sense was wholly a comedy. You know what I mean? It never once took itself seriously, and in that sense was more effective. Do you see the distinction I'm making between them? I'm going to ask about the plot.
Is there a plot?
So there we go. Now we're getting
We're going to have some trouble here.
Yeah.
I sort of enjoyed the starting the series over with Max not knowing Agent 99 and kind of the I hate you getting to know you banter that they had.
I did not appreciate that.
You didn't?
No, I mean like because it takes time away, and I'm just like.
But it was fun. It was enjoyable.
Was it?
Yeah.
But it's so rehashed. I mean, how many times have we seen these partners that don't get along that learn to love each other?
But she's taking words that he used and using them against him. The scene in the restaurant. I don't know. I bought it.
That and all the I've got this gadget. What, you don't have exploding dental floss? You know that I enjoyed that. But
you did really.
Yeah.
We're disappointed.
You guys are easy targets.
Well,
this is your target audience, Warner Brothers, right here.
No expectations.
One thing that I did like that I think you guys will appreciate. I think on the whole. I thought the performances were really strong. Like, I've always had a thing for Steve Carell. Even last year, made Dan in Real Life, which I thought was one of the more heartwarming films of last year. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
And he is fabulous in that movie. I mean, I just think what he's doing is similar. We talked about Mr. Mom a couple weeks ago on this show.
Oh, cool.
And what he's able to do in Dan in Real Life is very similar to the Michael Keaton shtick in Mr. Mom, I think. And it's highly underrated. And I think with Steve Carell, his charisma on screen is very effective. So him, I agree with what you said about Alan Arkin. I think Alan Arkin is the strongest, and his scenes are the ones that work to me.
I was happy with most of the performances. I did think the Alan Arkin was very charming. He was very strong in it, but his scenes at the end, especially him in the airplane, I was finding it a little tedious. But I think I found that whole end scene a little. It was just like, come on.
The last chase was. It was ridiculous. Name an action comedy that straddles those two worlds successfully to you.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's true.
Ghostbusters is a great comedy. I do not consider Ghostbusters an action movie. Ghostbusters is probably, to me, one of the top 10 comedies of all time. I don't consider it an action movie. I think it chooses comedy. Anybody?
I agree.
Say.
Oh, it's your show. You know?
Well, you're allowed to disagree. They had lasers, but I mean, like.
It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. But
was it one of the most exciting and action-packed?
No, but did it have to be? You just asked whether or not it straddled the two worlds well, and I think
I'm saying it chose a world. I'm saying it chose the comedy.
Yeah, well,
whereas
in the end, you have to. Okay,
ladies and gentlemen.
You could be right there. Well, Get Smart in the end picked the comedy because you're going with the improbable physics and everything. Well,
in that last chase sequence, it did.
But yeah.
All right, closing thoughts.
My expectations were low when I went in.
Mentioned.
But I had a really good time. I thought that it was a funny movie. I enjoyed the action scenes. I thought Anne Hathaway and Steve Carell had a chemistry.
I agree with the performances. I really liked all the actors. That was the bright spot of the movie for me.
I agree that my expectations were very low. I had heard that it was bad.
That's the big qualifier of the day.
No, but I think that having no expectations at all made me really enjoy this film. I liked the homages that they paid to the show in the film, like the beginning and the end.
But even in that world, like, it sort of weirded out the diegesis for me because...
The what?
Diegesis?
Did you just make that up?
No, diegesis, it's the world of the film.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Diegesis.
Scrabble, take one.
Yeah.
What is he, Maxwell Smart Jr.? Like, it made it seem like there was this other Maxwell Smart, this other Agent 99 from the 60s. You know what I mean? Like, there was some, like...
Your expectations are too high.
I didn't think so. I expect logic. Is that too much? All right. So thank you, guys. It's time to say farewell.
Thank you.
As I mentioned previously, Marni here is one of the stars of our short film, Uninvited. And you can see a trailer for that very same film right here on YouTube. Just click on that little bar that says also for Myriad Arts and scroll down, and you can check out the trailer to Uninvited. Speaking of trailers, be sure and check out our trailer for the next Reel 13 classic, Big, which airs this Saturday on Reel 13. After Big will be the short that you choose on reel13.org, and then the female buddy indie, Me Without You. Film ReVision returns to 1983 in a couple weeks where we talk about a film with a very young Mel Gibson and Sigourney Weaver. It's called The Year of Living Dangerously. I hope to see you then. Thanks very much.